Alright, guys. We are back for another Dokkan battle video. And this one hot off the presses. I'm attempting to sleep, but Dokkan likes to drop these shits at fucking 4 in the morning, dog. So, gotta get the good video out before everybody else, even though I'm sure Truth has already finished recording because he lives for this shit. Um, so we have the easy Ace. As you can tell by the thumbnail, as you can tell by the title, we have the freaking EVAs for um the base Broly here and the super EZA for the LR Broly. Now, I'm just gonna start off with this initial thoughts. I would say I'm satisfied. I would say I'm satisfied. Obviously they're not the top one in the game, but um 150 lead doesn't matter. Not using it. He greatly raises and causes supreme damage. So the great raise is nice. Supreme damage is whatever because the multiplier doesn't really matter. It depends on the kit here. So 260 and he's super effective. He's orb changing. He gets 40% damage reduction stats here with 2 more key spheres. This is just key spheres in general. So it's not type key spheres. You can get key spheres in general with him, which is good. Then he gets another 100%. Disabling guard is useless. I'm sorry. This is like what? What? This is such a confusing choice. He's already super effective. Why does he need to disable guard as well? What? What are we doing here? Anyways, but the 20% damage reduction. So he's up to 60% damage reduction basically for free. Because again, this is 2 more key spheres. And he's an orb changer. Then here we go. An attacking with 6 or more key spheres, which will be a slightly less often, but I still think it'll be um it'll come up. It'll come up for sure. And another 100%. Oh, and he launches an additional super attack. Yes, let's go. My genuine reaction. Then if the target enemy is 80% or less when attacking, he gets crit chance, another 50% to stats. If it's 50% or less when attacking, he gets 50%. It lands an additional super attack. So as the fight goes on, he'll be getting slightly stronger, similar. Right, he's similar to his LR Wrathful counterpart, right? He's learning as he fights. Um, and this I don't know will come into play almost ever, but it's nice, right? All right, yeah. Looks like Tech Shenron without the high damage reduction. Yeah, it seems like he's a slightly worse version of Tech Shenron turn one. Why did Sin get everything? I mean, yeah, Sin. I think like this is just absurd, right? These are just absurd. Um, but to be fair, he is a Broly unit. Um, and he's on and movie bosses is a much better as has always been and will always be a much better team than GT bosses. So I'm not. He seems like a. I'll say he seems like a worse version, a slightly worse version, as this comment down here said. He seems like a slightly worse version of Texan, but Texan is very good, right? And unlike Texan Shinron, you'll continue to see new Broly's released, new Saiyan units in general released, right? You'll like he's on movie bosses, pure Saiyans, right? Um, there's the Supreme Damage, right? Um, you'll continue to see support for this guy, or rather units that come out and be good with this guy way more often than you would see for any Shenron character, right? Yeah, only 60% damage reduction with no guard. Yeah. We were not using an AOE fights. Yeah. Rainbow Orb Changer is good. All his DOR fine attacking. Yeah, he's a fished AOE, which is unfortunate. He's not trash, by the way. I've been waiting for this. Looks pretty good, pretty good. Mid as fuck. Yeah. It seems like this is what the community is like, right? He's good. Okay, he's not broken or anything, but I would say he's decent. He's definitely better than I thought he would be. I really thought they were gonna give him nothing, but I'll take a slightly worse version of Tech Shinron because again, Tech Shinron is very very good, and this guy will get help more likely than Shinron will ever get. I think I think what we're gonna happen is we're gonna get the LR Super 17 Easy A, whenever that comes. We're gonna get the AGL Super 17 Super Easy A, and we might get an Easy A for the STR Fusing Super 17, the one that's the Hellfire 17 and GT 17, right? Those guys that fuse that Dokkan Fest. Remember that? Remember that year? Those units, they were wow. And the bad part about that unit is that the Super 17 portion was actually pretty good. You just wasn't seeing it, and obviously now he's well aged out. But anyways, um, my point is GT bosses is not getting help for a long time, not getting any real significant help. And even if that were the case, um, Shenron only links with other GT bosses unit. You're gonna want GT and Fierce Battle. That's all he's gonna have with Super 17. I think. Does he have Shocking Speed? Um, right. You want those Shadow Dragon links. You want that Big Bad Bosses link. And when's the next time they're gonna drop a Shadow Dragon unit? When's the next Omega Shenron? Not for a while. You think they're gonna drop? I I don't know. Maybe Infinite Exchange, Nova, and Ice Shenron. When is that coming? Right? Like no idea. So let's take a look at the guy he released with, my goat, the original World Tournament Destroyer. Um, 180, an additional one key sphere. Okay. Guaranteed additional, he had that before. Chance of performing critical hit and damage reduction 20 for 6. And his attacks are guaranteed to hit, which is a nice bonus. So he has guaranteed damage reduction here. When attacking 12 or more key, he gets 200% here. When attacking with 18 more key, 200%. If he had defense here, I think he would be broken, by the way. I think he would actually be broken. Um, and I'll say why in a second. So 260 when attacking with. So this when attacking is really huge, which means he'll benefit more from supports and stuff. So I think if you want to possibly run him with his super easy ATUR counterpart, who ironically is also the same type, and I think is from the same movie, right? His TUR version of this guy. Yeah. When there's a super class enemy, easy to find. Or is there another extreme class enemy attacking the same turn? Again, easy because you have all the Brolys, right? 3 key, whatever. Chance of perform another 20 for 6 damage reduction, so he's up to what is this 58, and then 2 turn support. Here we go. Now we're cooking. 2 turn support, and here's the kicker: 260% defense from receiving an attack. We see how strong this when receiving an attack is with defense. With like say at the beginning of the year where we had the Kid Goku, right? Obviously, the reason why he was so good is obviously he infinitely stacked, but when he had his intro up, he had damage reduction, right? And he had defense when receiving an attack, which meant he could hold down slot 1 for the rest of the team in most events. That he gets guaranteed crit with these conditions. Again, the 6 key is kind of, I mean, it's helpful because you can. The reason why all this extra key seems necessary is because now you can save your key for this guy. You can save your key for this guy, or you could if you're running the his TUR counterpart of this guy, you can save the key for him in the Rainbow Wars for him, right? Then for 3 turns, he gets 200% defense damage reduction, right? Like this is absurd, right? So these first 3 turns of him is gonna be before attacking when all our exploding rage or movie bosses. So yeah, he's gonna be running movie bosses. So for those first 3 turns, this guy is gonna be a little crazy. All he needed was guarding me an absolute beast. I think he's good already. He's good already. His super attack effects don't change, by the way, but he does have raises, and he's guaranteed multiple of them, right? 78% DR for 3 turns. Again, yeah, 2 turns. Extreme class support is very good. Um, the Great Easy A, he's kind of nuts. He's not gonna be good first slot. Yeah, I don't think he's a first slot unit. I really wish the team had a more consistent slot 1 unit. I mean, I guess you could use Frieza if you use as active, but it's not enough. He dies against a lot. He dies again. Um, He'll be fine for those. I saw that 1.7 mil defense. Um, because again, yeah, this and this I am forgetting about, right? But this is before you even attacks. So yeah, he'll be fine slot one for those first three turns. But I wonder who's gonna go in slot one after that. Because in maybe Frieza. Well, maybe Broly will have stacked enough to that point. The Wrathful Broly will have stacked enough to that point. But yeah, I say he's actually pretty good. Shit, no, huh? What are you talking about? He's good, by the way. He's good, by the way. I don't know what these guys are talking about, like saying, "Oh my god, he sucks. He sucks." He's good. Okay, he is good. Um, so look, guys. Dokkan Twitter is a really special place, man. Like as soon as Truth puts out his video, then people will finally have an opinion to latch onto, and they'll finally be able to have their own thoughts. But until then, that's gonna do it for us this time. If you liked the video, please be sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. You see my Twitter handle here, right? Drop a follow on your boy. My name is Luna, also known as Luna the Prangamer. Catch you guys in the next one. Now, after I finish this, I'm going to sleep. So, TLDR, Broly, really good. This Broly, pretty good. Will use both. Thank you, Amatsu. And yeah.